Hey, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be installing the factory topper for Jersey Jack's Guns N' Roses pinball machine. Plus, we have a really cool dynamic LED mod what we're going to be doing to the topper as well, so stay tuned. If you're new to the channel, please take a moment to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell on this video. It helps the channel grow and just helps me bring better content to you guys in the future. So with that out of the way, let's check out what's in the kit. So in this kit, we've got the instructions step by step. You're only going to need a few tools, wire cutters, a nut driver, and a Phillips screwdriver. And under the foam, we have the actual topper, which is a plexiglass. Looks like it's a pretty thick, maybe about 1/4 inch thick. And you've got the protective back, so once you're about to install it, you're going to peel off this back here. In here is the mounting bracket to mount it to the top of your machine. We've got the mounting bracket, the LED lights that light it from the bottom, and I imagine there is some mounting hardware in here. So we've got that. So let's look at the mod. So this is the mod kit I got from pinballmods.com, and it's mods with a Z. So what this is a series of LED modules and a controller board that hooks into your existing factory wiring for the topper itself. So let's take a closer look at what's inside. One thing that I wanted to mention, if you already have the topper installed in your game, you can easily add this to your existing topper. So in this kit from Pinball Mods, you've got 8 LED 6-segment displays, and they have double-sided tape, which is a clear tape, and what it's designed to do is with the kit you're sticking on these modules to the back side of the topper here. These will form like a cool lighting effect, and there's several modes that do chase lights and, you know, kind of emulating an old marquee, which is what this is. So this is the back side. They stick to the back, and then when you flip it over, you'll see the lighting effects around the front here. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to install our first LED strip, and that's going to go right here. So you want to line up the LEDs with the dots that are on the topper themselves. So we're going to peel off the backing of this double-sided tape, which is a little tricky. Okay, so that's the clear double-sided tape, and we're going to go ahead and try and line it up so that these little LEDs line up with the dots here. And you can see the bottom ones don't have like the little cutouts in the artwork. So you want to line these up with the cutouts in the artwork. All right, the first one is installed. So next up we want to install our controller board, and we're going to lay it out about like that, right there. So we're going to peel the double-sided tape and just stick it on. So next step is we're going to go ahead and stick in all the other modules that go along the top and along the side. So one thing to note, you want to keep the orientation of all these boards the same. So I'm using this little logo and the barcode. So you don't want to do them like that because the jumpers they're directional. They need to all go the same way. So basically these are going to go like that, then the next one will go like that, and so on and so forth. The next thing we're going to do, prepare all these boards for the ribbon cable connection. Now, these little boards have an locking mechanism. So this little piece actually raises and lowers. So if you push it down, it locks. So if you gently pull it up, I kind of rock it up, it goes up about an 1/8 of an inch. Go ahead and pull all these up, have them unlocked. Okay, so they're all unlocked and we're going to be ready to start installing our ribbon connect cables. One thing when you're installing the ribbon cables, is that these are directional. You have an out, an in, out. So they're all daisy chained. So you want to have your ribbon cable, your flat cable facing you when you do the first one. So this would be the input. You just gently put it in there and then push down. Now it's locked into place. And then you'll fold it over and insert it into the master control unit. And just push down. So that is installed. So now we're just going to go through and do the same process all the way across. The blue on the cable faces the larger end of the lockdown connector. That's it. So let's go ahead and move on to installing this onto the cabinet. So the next thing we're going to want to do is remove our back glass. So this is the bracket we're going to be using. So it has a stud that comes out, and there is a pre-drilled hole up here. So we're going to put that on here, and there's also 2 wood screws that go on each side. So we're going to mount this up here, put our 2 wood screws in. There's the hole, and we just have to put the 1 nut on here, and then our 2 wood screws on the top. You can go ahead and lay our LED strip, which has an adhesive back, and you want to run the cable out to the left because there's a hole, there's an access hole right here that you can run the cable right through. And we're going to go ahead and pull off the protective tape. So the cable that comes with the light mod will go through the same service hole at the top of the back box. And now we'll go ahead and slot this in. We'll kind of roughly line it up. There are 4 Phillips head screws which will lock the topper to the bracket. And when you're tightening, they don't have to be super tight, because if you get it super tight, it might crack the plexiglass. So after you have your topper screwed in all the way, the kit comes with 4 little plugs that hide the holes up there at the top. So we're going to go ahead and just plug those in. We're going to go ahead and pull our panel out of the way. So the blue cable is the factory topper LED. This cable with the pigtail, and this is the adapter for the new LED mod. So we just have 1 connector, and we need to find the power supply connector for this. So down here at the bottom of the cabinet, you have some extra power plugs. So you're going to want to pull these away from the strain reliefs. We're going to tie them into the topper LEDs. Guys, this topper looks great. The LED mod kit from pinballmods.com with a Z is amazing. It really dresses up this topper that otherwise looks nice, but you know, it doesn't really add any lighting effects to the game. One cool thing on the back of this control unit, you actually have a couple of program buttons where you can cycle between modes, select favorites, and other things. Go to the pinballmods.com website and you'll see all the different modes it has. So that's it for this video, guys. So stay tuned for the next one and keep flipping.